Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, a very good morning. Salam sejahtera, salam Ibu Pertiwiku. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Seri Panglima Sulung Majerai, Chairman Unimas Board of Directors. Yang berbahagia Profesor Datuk Muhammad Fazil Abdul Rahman, Deputy Vice Chancellor. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Dayang Nur Fatimah Awang Iskandar, the chairperson. Distinguished guests, distinguished speakers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to UNIMAS for inviting me this morning and to give me the honor to officiate 11th International Conference of IT in Asia City 2019. I would also like to take this opportunity to bid welcome to our foreign guests to Sarawak, and I hope that this conference will give you certain inspiration and inputs in order for us to formulate policies, particularly in Sarawak in terms of technology development. This conference is very appropriate after our CITA'19 2019, where we had some distinguished speakers all over the world converging in Kuching and to share their views on the future trends of IT, at the same time the impact of 4.0 industrial revolution to our way of lives. And therefore, once again, I take this opportunity to congratulate UNIMAS having this conference just 1 week after IDEX. So the subjects are very fresh in our mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share you two issues as far as Sarawak is concerned and from Sarawak perspective. When we talk about advancement in IT for Sarawak, we have to build the basic infrastructure. Without the infrastructure, we cannot move forward. And therefore, the state government has allocated substantial amount of investment to upgrade our infrastructure, be it through satellite communication or clouding, and the second is fiber optic connectivity. Sarawak, fortunately or unfortunately, is placed in an island, and therefore you need a very effective gateway for you to link to the international connectivity. What happened is, for an island, you have to have a very effective outlet. Otherwise, you are confined within the island only. But if you have to have a global linkages, you must have a very huge gateway that will allow traffic to be linked from one place to the other. For Sarawak, we have to upgrade our land connectivity, but at the same time, we must identify few gateways to be linked to international cable, either from here to Hong Kong, to Singapore, and to the rest of the world. Unless you have that link, then you can talk about the future. Without the link, I don't think we can talk about the future. And from that perspective, the Sarawak government has allocated substantial investment, as I mentioned, for us to be linked to international gateway. At the moment, telecom, they wanted to link only through machine. But I think that is not enough. So we have had, actually I just came back from Brunei, and the Sultan is supporting our collaboration to work with DST Brunei, and DST has that another gateway to international cable. So once all our infrastructure is put in place, then the IT development will be able really to roll out whatever application that you have in mind in order to link Sarawak with the rest of the world. Having said that, then we must know the trend for the future. According to Michio Kaku, according to him, I'm just quoting him, that there are 3 areas that will be the trend for the future. One is AI. AI is going to be the key, the artificial intelligence, and the sensor, as well as the clouding, and that will be the vehicle to determine the future trend of IT. And this AI will be the key driver in our digital journey. And the Professor Dato' Fadil was talking about LRT. Actually, when we are about to roll out our objective of improving our public transport to LRT, apparently there's a new technology now where you don't have to have that rail. It's just a road system with a track, and then a device that is placed at the driver's seat that will read the track, and the train, so-called train, will follow the track without the rail itself. That will reduce the cost. Meaning AI system has really improved the way we do things. And I'm looking at that now because there is a lot of reduction in cost. And I think the technology is from Germany, but now the user is China. And that's where you can see that the adaptation of the technology, from my own perspective, China is very fast. They learn, then they apply. I hope UNIMAS got the technology and we apply in order for us to move forward in information technology. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about AI, our next important initiative is to train talent development. We must train the people to understand the technology, while at the same time they are able to create application that will enhance our economic development. Sarawak is blessed with good natural resources, including agriculture, as well as our biodiversity. And what we need is we develop our talent that can capitalize on these resources. Biotechnology is the key driver in our biodiversity development. And this is the area I think we have the strength. And we should digitalize our strength in terms of biodiversity through the application of the latest biotechnology that will give value to the resources as far as biodiversity is concerned. That one, you need big data. And data is the oil, so to seek for the future. In other words, once you have the big data, You can analyze your data through analytic data, and this will therefore enhance the use of that particular resource. And it is where I think UNIMAS can collaborate with the international experts for us to chart our journey in terms of big data. And big data is resource that can additional resource for our natural resource. So in other words, if you combine the two, that is the wealth of Sarawak. Once you got all the new products, we just can impose slight sales tax that will become a revenue to the state coffers. And that definitely is the way forward for Sarawak. And I look forward to this trend and future in information technology from the experts. Once you got the expert giving their views, the business or private sector community will assess the feasibility of this technology, and they can form big enterprise that will really transform our economy. And that is the way forward for Sarawak. And I hope that in our pursuit to transform our economy to digital economy, everybody will play its part. And what is important is you have to be very futuristic. Now the last view that I have is the question of humanizing robots or humanizing technology. Of course, experts say that in the next 20 years, 10 to 20 years, you can translate or transform whatever you dream direct to a real world through your lens. That's what they say, because the AI capability will translate what you have in your brain to a real world. And if that is the case, then meaning there will be devices. They say that through the lens, that lens can translate everything, including language translation. You just imagine I speak Mandarin here, but I look at my lens. People may think that I'm very fluent in Mandarin. So that is what technology is all about for the future. Meaning that robots with that sort of brain can think. I shared with the participant last week in IDEX that I saw this book, Green in Color, that machine can think. So my first reaction is, how does machine think? You know, then the book talks about all this AI, where robots are equipped all with these chips, and robot can think. But one thing, my belief is that robot cannot be human, because you can think, but you need wisdom to think. That wisdom, I think, robot is not able to provide. I'm sure UNIMAS will be able to balance the two between robotic operation and the wisdom that we must have. And it reminds me, I share with the participant what we read about Albert Einstein. He says that life is like a bicycle to move on, but you must know balance the bicycle to move on. If you cannot balance the bicycle, you will fall. So I think we have to look into all factors in our pursuit to transform our economy to digital economy using machines, but at the same time human wisdom for our future. With that, once again, thank you very much. I wish you all the best in this conference. Thank you.